Sons of God, our Heavenly Father has given us another day, another opportunity, and another choice. As long as you have breath, you have opportunity to choose. And it's an opportunity that you cannot forsake. Your not choosing is a choice. You must choose. And today our Heavenly Father desires to speak for the encouragement of His sons. The word today is choice of life. Only Heavenly Father can discern His word, so shall I speak. On behalf of our Father. He said in the beginning, I made you in my image and likeness. This was the plan for mankind, to be the image and likeness of the Heavenly Father, to be one. He said in His word, as I am in the heavens, so must you be on this earth. This is love made perfect. This is the finished work. And it begins in the mind. And there's instructions hidden within the word for the spiritual man. And today you will understand what you must do in order to grow in the image and likeness of our Heavenly Father. You must enable the choice of life. It is written in the book of Deuteronomy chapter 30 verse 15. Faith says, I have set before you this day life and good and death and evil. Did you hear that, sons of God? I set this before you, O soul, for your decision. Life and good, death and evil. There's only one good, there's only one evil. There's only one life, and there's only one death. The Heavenly Father said within His word, whatsoever is out of my word is evil. It's death. It's sin. So what does this mean? What is this choice of life if the Heavenly Father has set all of this before us? Here to understand. It is written in the book of Proverbs chapter 18 verse 21. Faith reads, death and life are in the power of the tongue. Death and life are in the power of the tongue, and they that love it shall eat the fruit thereof. Did you hear that, sons of God? What do you think that meant to the spiritual man? Everything that the Father brings before us is inspired for one thing only. What are you going to say about it? I cannot speak what I have not went through. I have been challenged with things, people talking, observations, feelings, realities of life. And I finally got to the point where my Father can talk to me. It's when I was faced with a dilemma and there were very angry words shouting at me. And I had to look at those words. I had to make a choice. I could have easily became like those words, or I could not have. I chose life. It wasn't an easy choice because my flesh wanted to speak death. It's what was presented to me. And then you have to humble yourself, as Jesus did when He was before the man. Don't you know, man, we can kill you? He responded, listen, man, if I was of this world, man, I got people I can call. I call angels, man, but I'm not of this world. He had to humble himself and speak life. Sons of God, hear my Father, hear Him well. To this day you have been speaking death. And this has been the stagnant of your growth, because you let it come out of your mind. The words are there. It says, speak me, and you open your mouth. Hear and understand the instructions of this word. In the book of Romans, chapter 12, verse 2, faith speaks, be not conformed to this world, but be transformed by the renewing of your mind. How is this done, you may say? You have to look at the words and make a choice. Where are the words leading you? Fear? Doubt? Anger? You have to make a choice. I'm not going down that road. It has to be a conscious decision because the Father created it for your decision. He created it in the very beginning with Eve in her flesh, and she succumbed to the flesh and presented it to Adam, and he made a decision, and his words changed. I'm hiding! Are you seeing the words there? That's not what the Father said. Where'd that come from? Did you eat from some other tree? Because I didn't say that. Are you getting it? You start speaking something different than what the Father says. And then you become the presence of death. You become the presence of evil. You become the presence that is not the presence of the Heavenly Father. Sons of God, here as our Father speaks again in the book of St. John, chapter 8, verse 26. Faith reads, I have many things to say and to judge of you. This is Jesus talking. But he that sent me is true. And I speak to the world those things which I have heard of him, not of somebody else. Not of what they wrote in the book. The doctor said. What the man was saying to me. He was cursing at me. Are you serious? I'm going to do this back to you. You think you are? Not needed. It was a test. And only when you pass the test will the Father reveal to you the next. Did you hear that, sons of God? He told Abraham to follow instructions. He told Moses to follow instructions. And only until the first set of instructions were followed, he gave other instructions. Moses walked toward the Red Sea. Okay. And when he got there, the Father says, now do this. He could have followed some other words on the way there. I'm sure people were speaking in his ears. Moses, don't you think we need to run? Or can we get a faster pace here? Or can we jog? Can we go toward the woods, man? Have a better chance of hiding there? He didn't speak those words. I'm sure he thought those words as we all do. We have thoughts, but we don't have to speak it, do we? But we do. Sons of God, every time you speak death, you become death. Let me help you understand the words of life. As is written in the book of St. John, chapter 1, verse 1. Faith reads, in the beginning was the Word, and the Word was with God, and the Word was our Heavenly Father. But you chose another word. Therefore you become death. Therefore your time has dates involved now. You can count your birthdays. I have my birthday today, and tomorrow, and the next time, until there's no more time for you. Because that's what you're speaking. Jesus refused that luxury. And he said, only speak the words of my Father. And he became the presence of his Father in oneness into eternity. But the Father says, a wavering man gets nothing. You keep talking. Jesus said, I'm not going to talk much to your disciples because the prince of this world is here, man. He's going to try to provoke me to say something. Not needed. Sons of God, now you have heard my Father's voice. You must make your choice. Keep talking nonsense and become nonsense. Keep talking what you're seeing and you will become what you're seeing. Frustrated, mad, angry, disappointed. You become all of that. And you know I'm telling you the truth. You can see it, but don't talk it. The Father says, it's in the tongue, death and life. Never saw it that way before, did you? No, I didn't. But now that you see it, you will be judged. And you will become now your very next word. Because now you know. Truth has come. It must come now. Because your decision must be final now. It can't be back and forth. I'm done blinking. Now you know. Now you have to consciously open your mouth when I present something to you. I present that mean person to you. I did that. I created Pharaoh's heart and I hardened his heart. Are you getting it now? I created the mind of Judas. I did that. Did Jesus talk against it? No, he did not. Did he speak evil of Judas? No, he did not. He said it is what it is, man. What it is that you have to do, that's what you have to do. How can you interfere with that? You want to be a mean and ugly person? That's who you are. Good luck to you. I'm not going to become like that. It's not going to happen. Before, I remember, with close, the times that I've been challenged with ugly people in my life. And then people would lie on me, on my character. Become like me, become ugly, become angry, become mean. And the Father saw at that time that I'm not going to become like the other person. I asked my Father to get me out of a relationship because I didn't want to become like that person. I said, Father, I need you. I don't want to become like this person that's in my life right now. I was married to. And he had that person get out of my life. I didn't have to move. That person moved. Because it was a request that was of the heart of the Father. Who do you want to be? The world or the presence of the Heavenly Father? The death or the life? The choice is at hand now. You become as you choose. Be life or be death. Until we talk again, go and become the truth or die the lie.